What's up, you guys? It's Steve here with some breaking news coming out that President Joe Biden is going to be signing the reconciliation stimulus bill known as the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 today. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, I guess this should come as no surprise, as I just reported to you earlier this morning. If you missed the video, check it out, that there's reports starting to roll out that in the coming days, President Joe Biden is going to start releasing executive actions. The first of which we heard is going to be canceling out student loan debt and extending out the student loan moratorium. They said likely actions in the next couple days. We're going to be seeing what decisions he comes up with that. And then following, there's going to be a laundry list of executive actions that progressives have provided to the president that we're hearing he's going to be doing here very soon. So we heard all of this. We've been hearing this for quite some time. I've been reporting it to you. It was going to unfold after the passage of the reconciliation bill. That's why this bill was so pivotal, because we're going to start seeing a dominoes effect of things unfolding after the passage of this bill, which we're hearing is now today. Take a look at the headlines coming out, you guys. Watch live. Biden to sign Inflation Reduction Act, sealing major victory on climate, healthcare, and taxes. This just coming out. Here's another one 11 minutes ago. Biden aims for victory lap as he signs the Inflation Reduction Act. Live and just coming out. Biden to sign a major health and climate and tax bill Tuesday at a White House ceremony. Democrats saying this is a major victory. However, not everybody is vocalizing that. We've heard from Republicans that this is going to increase inflation. This is going to increase taxation on regular people. And we're also hearing that the majority of Americans right now say they do not believe the Inflation Reduction Act is going to reduce inflation. Now, we've heard a lot of people say, how can you increase spending and have it cause a reduction in inflation? Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Now, also, very quickly, wanted to mention some other breaking news coming out this morning. First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for the pandemic. Our prayers are with her. Hopefully, she'll be able to recover from that very quickly, you guys. But I've got some video footage that I want to share with you as what Republicans are warning is coming on the way. And we're going to be hearing from Representative Jason Smith. And for those of you that follow me here on the channel, you've seen previous videos from him. Man, he is fired up about what is unfolding, saying Democrats are irresponsibly spending. American people are hurting. They need help. And all they're doing is stoking the fires of inflation and promoting their green climate energy agenda, saying they're not addressing the needs of people. Wait till you see this speech. Now, also, I did a poll here on the channel, and take a look at the results, you guys. 80% of people that did the poll say they think it'll do nothing to help the economy or it will make inflation even worse. Only 20% of the viewing community think that it'll help or it will help maybe 10 years down the road. Man, so it sounds like the majority of people do not trust this bill, but you guys, looks like it's going to be signed into law today, and we're going to see what impacts it has. This is going to be unfolding here. So I'll keep you up to date every step of the way, but let's dive into the video footage from Representative Jason Smith on what he's warning is coming with this bill. Now, before we dive in here, also wanted to mention 8,000 people have signed up at www.reliefroadmap.com, added their emails to get access to the comprehensive list of all stimulus checks across the nation for states, cities, counties, coming out all the time. A lot of people think there's only the federal level stimulus checks, and that is not the case, you guys. We're hearing that states have surpluses of literally billions of dollars, so much money they don't know what to do with it, and they're starting to send out checks. But a lot of times they don't know who's eligible, who should receive it. People have not filed their taxes. They don't know that you're supposed to get this money, and you have to apply. They don't know who's eligible, and it's only available for a limited amount of time. And if you miss the window of opportunity, the money just goes back to the federal government, and you miss out on money that you should have got that was meant for you. And I don't want that to happen to anybody here in my viewing community. So as you guys know, I'm assembling a comprehensive list of all the checks across the nation. Now, I've almost got it ready. I'm a couple days away. So if you haven't already, hurry, get your email in at www.reliefroadmap.com. Let your friends and families know. Spread the word, because right now, politicians, Congress, all of these different local agencies, they're not doing a very good job. So I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out. So add your email. Gonna have that out here for you very soon. Bear with me. It's quite the undertaking. Didn't realize how long and how much time and effort and money this was going to take, but you guys are going to have it ready here very soon. So again, www.reliefroadmap.com. Add your email if you haven't already, and check your emails. I'm sending out little updates for you guys. As you know, I'm making progress on this. Going to have it ready here very soon. But with that being said, you guys, if you appreciate that and you appreciate the content here on this channel, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. Just hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, reach me on Instagram at SteveRam3. That is the best way. Avoid all the impersonators and scammers out there. SteveRam3 Instagram. That's how you get a hold of me. And consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. More content coming on that channel to help you out with a recession, inflation, all the stuff going on with our economy, teaching people how to start businesses, invest in real estate, stocks, things like that to help you out. I pray that channel is a blessing as well. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive into this video footage and hear from Representative Jason Smith on his warning about what's coming with this Inflation Reduction Act. And we're going to be finding out here very soon as the president is going to be signing this into law today. Let's go ahead and take a look.
As we turn to the legislation before us today, this week we found out inflation remains at a 40-year high, having risen 13.7% since Biden became president. Real wages have decreased by 4.5%. Americans are suffering. Are we here debating how to alleviate that suffering? No. We are debating what Democrats call the Inflation Reduction Act, which everyone from the Congressional Budget Office to 230 different economists, even Senator Bernie Sanders, says will not actually reduce inflation. When you strip away the fake sunset policies, this bill spends $745 billion and adds $146 billion to our debt. It adds $54 billion worth of debt just in the first 5 years. And 80% of their, quote, budget deficits don't even begin until after the year 2029. So lots of spending up front, lots of debt up front, and then maybe savings 8 years from now? How is that going to put out the fire of inflation when the price of groceries is up 13.1% over the past year? Senators Manchin and Schumer, Secretary Yellen, and former President Obama are all on record saying you don't raise taxes during a recession. But that is exactly what this bill does. It includes $599 billion in new taxes and budget gimmicks. Half of the tax burden falls on taxpayers making less than $400,000 a year. The choice this bill puts in front of families making less than $200,000 is clear. Put the government at the center of your health care decisions or face a $10 billion tax burden. But it gets worse. This bill doubles the size of the IRS. It doubles the size of the IRS so it can target and audit more middle-class families and snoop into their bank accounts. Not sure how subjecting Americans to more audits solves the inflation crisis. In my home state of Missouri, this bill would quadruple the number of audits, 18,000 more audits on hard-working Americans who make less than $200,000 a year. Of course, that's not the only point of this bill. This is about Democrats' Green New Deal agenda. My colleagues on the other side will come down here today not to talk about inflation, not to talk about gas prices, but to instead talk about the hundreds of billions of dollars that's being spent on radical environmental projects. And you know what? They will be exactly right. Half of the spending, over $400 billion, goes to things like $3.4 billion for tree equity. Tree equity. That surely is going to bring down the gas prices. $7.5 billion for new luxury electric vehicles. tax credits for families who make up to $300,000 a year. That should definitely curtail inflation. $27 billion for a national climate bank slush fund at the EPA. That should definitely help our supply chain crisis. A $362 million handout to corporate America to make their offices, buildings much greener. That will definitely help secure our southern border. Democrats believe they can spend their way out of inflation and tax their way out of recession. It will only make the suffering Americans face today that much worse. This bill is simple. It is welfare for the wealthy, environmentalists, and big corporations, paid for by increased taxes and audits on middle and low-income taxpayers. These hard-working Americans are the ones that have been forgotten under the one-party Democrat rule in Washington. The Washington and wealthy elite win again. I reserve the balance of my time.
Wow, there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with Representative Jason Smith? Have Democrats forgotten about the American people, not kept their promises? Are they going to be hurting people with this bill? Is it going to increase inflation and increase taxes on middle-class America? Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Now, like I said, President Joe Biden is going to be signing this today, so we're going to be finding out what's going to unfold with this bill. The truth is going to be coming out here very soon, and I will keep you up to date every step of the way. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned in my last video, get ready. Executive actions we're hearing are going to start rolling out from the president as well. The first of which we're hearing are going to be addressed is student loan debt. We will see what he decides. We're hearing it's very likely he's going to be extending out the moratorium duration past midterm elections, so it's fresh in the minds of voters before they hit the polls. Also, we'll see if he'll wipe out student loan debt and what other provisions might come as well. We're missing $2,000 stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security increases, free childcare, free college tuition, an assortment of different provisions. We're going to be seeing what's on the way. And like I said, I'll keep you up to date. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And if you haven't done so already, add your email at www.reliefroadmap.com to get access to the comprehensive list of all stimulus checks on all levels across the nation so you don't miss out on anything. Gonna have that ready for you here very soon. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.